So yeah, this is part 3 of how to make embroidered fabric dreadlock beads with designs on them. The difference between these dreadlock beads, fabric beads that I'm making today as opposed to the ones I made on my other tutorial is that they are going to have drawn designs on them. First one, I'm going to draw the design with a Sharpie pen, and then I'm going to come in with thread. What I've done so far, catch part 1 and part 2, but here's part 3 where I'm just finishing off the top of it. What I did was I wrapped blue jean fabric around this Sharpie pen. I secured it on the ends to form an actual dreadlock bead. After I did that, like what I'm doing right now, I'm sewing, embroidering on top of the bead, on the side, this side of the bead where it connected it, and then on the bottom. That way it's secure and you form your hole when you do this. So if you were to take the bead off right now and just try to embroider it and secure it without it being wrapped around or on this Sharpie pen, then your hole might turn out too small or smaller than you want it to be. So just know that this hole is what shapes the size of your dreadlock bead. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. You got to really reinforce it. If you don't, then it'll turn out like, and this is nothing wrong with that. I originally wanted this dreadlock bead, this one, embroidered bead, to be have a lot bigger of a hole, and the hole is tiny. And that's okay. It can be used, this bead can be used for jewelry. But yeah, that's what happens when you take the dreadlock fabric bead that you're working on off of the Sharpie, the pencil, the pen, whatever you're using to form the hole. The hole will become smaller. So this establishes the size of the hole by putting it onto this Sharpie pen. If you want a bigger dreadlock bead, you can just use something that's wider, you know, like maybe a big paintbrush or, you know, something like that, of that nature. You can make, if you want to make them really, really big, you probably don't even need to have like a something to wrap the bead around. So yeah, this is pretty coming along here. There we go. Getting it established that way, get that hole established that way. Because over time, if you don't get the hole established, it will like try to close up on you. So you got to really come at it with many stitchings around. That way it stays secure. That's why I'm saying these beads do not happen overnight. They're a lot of work, but they're relaxing, and it gets you focused in on one creative thing. So take it off of there just to see how big that hole is. See, it's establishing the hole by putting the thread, embroidering the thread around on the bottom, and embroidering the thread around on the top, whatever side you think is the bottom or the top, and then on the side. Now you don't have to worry about that sketchy looking side, because remember, we're going to embroider a design on the whole bead. So you won't even see this. This is just the sketchy part of it. This is just the outline. So yeah, let's see what we can do. What I'll do is I'll end this video and I'll show you what to do next as far as how to make the design. And next week what I'll do is I'll show you the finished product of this bead. And then you'll know how to make your very own fabric dreadlock bead. So yeah, stay tuned for next part, which will be part 3 or 4, I think, where I'll show you how to make the design on your dreadlock bead. Alrighty guys, see you soon.